Hello everyone. Today, we will explore one of the most important and modern industries in the United States, the meat processing industry. This is not only a journey from livestock farms to advanced processing plants, but also a story of how this industry meets the food needs of millions of people around the world. You will witness the automated processing process with the most modern technology, from the preliminary processing to packaging and exporting. Not only that, we will also learn about the tireless efforts of workers and the connection between the meat processing industry and the economy and culture of the United States. Let's start this exciting journey together. The meat processing industry in the United States is an important part of the national economy, having a profound impact not only on people's lives but also on other industries. With leading meat processing companies such as Tyson Foods, JBS USA and Cargill, the United States is currently one of the largest meat producers in the world. Meat processing includes not only the production of fresh meat but also involves processed products such as sausages, luncheon meats, bacon, and other processed food products. The important role of meat in the U.S. economy and life. Meat is a major component of the American diet and is the main source of protein in the diet. The meat processing industry contributes billions of dollars to the U.S. GDP each year, creating millions of jobs from raising animals, processing to distributing products. In addition, the meat processing industry is an important factor in exports, with beef, pork, and chicken being the three main export items of the United States. The meat processing process begins with the purchase of cattle from farms. Cattle are selected based on health and meat quality standards. After selection, cattle will be transported to the processing plant. The transportation process must comply with strict animal welfare regulations, including ensuring that cattle are transported in comfortable conditions, minimizing stress and avoiding injuries during the move. The meat slaughter process is the most important step in ensuring food safety. Cattle will be placed in a stunning area, a process that helps reduce pain and stress for the animals. The cattle will then be slaughtered according to strict regulations of the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA. Next is the process of removing viscera, checking the quality of meat and other parts such as skin, hair and bones. Modern automation technology is applied in this stage to ensure efficiency and safety for workers, while improving accuracy and minimizing direct contact with meat. Meat processing on the production line. After the cattle are slaughtered and processed, the meat will be put into the processing line. Here, the meat will be divided into different parts such as loin, lean meat, fat meat, bones and other parts. Modern machines will support the cutting, filtering and processing of meat accurately and efficiently. Workers in this process will monitor and check the quality of the meat, ensuring that the product meets food safety and quality standards. After the meat has been processed, the meat products will be packaged by different methods. The most common is vacuum packaging to protect the freshness of the meat. Refrigeration technology is used to keep meat fresh during transportation and distribution, especially for export products. The U.S. meat processing industry also plays a large role in exports. Beef, pork and chicken from the United States are exported to many countries around the world, from Europe, Asia to emerging markets. In the United States, meat is also widely distributed through supermarkets and retail stores, ensuring a rich and safe food source for consumers. Cattle farms in the United States are often large-scale and equipped with advanced technology to manage and care for the herd. Modern farms use smart herd management systems, monitoring the health, nutrition and growth indicators of each cow. Herd care and feeding. The nutrition of the herd is very important to ensure the development and quality of the meat. Modern farms use technology to calculate the appropriate ration, including grass, grain, and other nutritional supplements. In addition, reducing stress for cows is an important factor, because stress can affect the quality of meat. Stress reduction measures include creating a comfortable living environment, reducing noise and sudden changes. The impact of the livestock industry on the environment. The beef industry in the United States faces environmental challenges, especially methane emissions from cattle. However, the industry is also applying measures to reduce environmental impacts such as using renewable energy, improving animal care techniques, and improving feed efficiency. The meat industry provides millions of jobs for workers in sectors such as agriculture, processing, transportation, and retail. It not only helps boost the local economy but also generates large export values, helping the United States maintain a strong position in international trade. The meat industry plays an important role in providing safe and quality food to the American people. Meat is an indispensable part of the daily diet of Americans, and the meat industry ensures that meat products are available in sufficient quantities and at reasonable prices. Meat is not only an important source of nutrition, but also an indispensable part of the culinary culture of the United States. Meat dishes such as hamburgers, barbecue, and steak have become symbols of American cuisine. The role of the industry in global food security. The U.S. meat processing industry also plays an important role in ensuring global food security by providing meat to developing countries, helping to meet the demand for protein consumption worldwide. In summary, the meat processing process in the United States is a series of steps carried out in a scientific and modern manner. From raising livestock to processing, preserving and distributing products, modernization in the meat processing industry not only helps to improve efficiency but also ensures food quality and safety. In addition, the meat processing and livestock industries in the United States also contribute a large part to the economy, creating jobs and meeting domestic and international consumption needs. However, this industry also needs to pay attention to environmental issues, apply sustainable technologies and minimize negative impacts on nature, environment. Solutions such as the adoption of renewable energy, improved processing, and increased awareness of animal welfare will be key to the industry's sustainable development. Overall, the meat processing industry in the United States plays an important role not only in the economy but also in ensuring global food security. Maintaining food quality and safety, combined with environmentally friendly solutions, will help the industry continue to contribute to the development of society in the future. To continue to grow strongly and sustainably, the meat processing industry needs to face environmental and social challenges. One important step is to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from livestock and meat production. Applying new technologies and environmentally friendly production methods will help minimize negative impacts and increase the efficiency of the industry. In addition, improving animal welfare and strengthening food hygiene standards are also indispensable factors in the sustainable development of the industry. Therefore, promoting innovation in the meat processing industry, from technological innovation to the application of sustainable farming methods, will not only contribute to creating a strong industry but also ensure long-term benefits for both the economy and the environment. Only when the U.S. meat processing industry closely combines economic development and environmental protection can it maintain its leading position and continue to contribute to global food security. With this article, you have an overview of the meat processing industry in the United States. From meat processing, cattle farming to related economic, social and environmental issues, this is an industry that is not only important to the national economy but also has a wide impact on the world. Sustainable development of the industry will play an essential role in meeting growing food consumption needs and protecting the environment for future generations. The United States is constantly adopting advanced technologies to improve efficiency and reduce environmental impact. For example, meat processing plants now use robotics and artificial intelligence (AI) systems to optimize processing and reduce errors. Automated monitoring systems in plants help detect and immediately stop unsatisfactory operations, ensuring that every product produced meets the highest food safety standards. Another notable technology is the use of the Internet of Things (IoT) in monitoring the health of livestock. Sensors and devices attached to livestock collect data on health indicators, thereby helping farmers adjust their diet and care, reducing the risk of disease and uneven growth. Measures to reduce the environmental impact of the livestock industry. Livestock farming, especially beef farming, can contribute to increased greenhouse gas emissions, especially methane. However, many farms in the United States have begun to adopt measures to reduce these impacts. These include the use of special livestock feeds to reduce methane emissions, along with improved waste management from livestock, such as using cow manure to produce biogas or as organic fertilizer. In addition, many farms have begun to adopt renewable energy, such as using solar energy to power their farms. This not only reduces operating costs but also contributes to reducing the industry's carbon emissions. Although the meat processing industry in the United States is currently very developed, it is not without its challenges that the industry will face in the future. Issues related to animal welfare, human health, such as the risk of spreading infectious diseases through meat, and environmental impacts will increasingly be emphasized. Maintaining a balance between meat consumption and environmental protection requirements will be a key factor in the industry's sustainable development. Solutions such as replacing meat with plant-based meat alternatives, e.g. Beyond Meat, Impossible Foods, or lab-grown meat are attracting significant attention and investment. This is a trend that the U.S. meat processing industry may need to adapt to in the coming years to maintain its position in the global market. Export markets and the impact of trade policies. The U.S. meat processing industry plays an important role in supplying food to other countries, especially those in Asia and Europe. However, trade policies and import regulations can also affect the U.S.'s ability to export. Trade disputes, such as the trade war between the U.S. and China, can reduce meat exports and affect domestic prices. To maintain market share, U.S. meat processing companies will need to adjust their export strategies, ensure compliance with international market standards, and create higher value-added products to meet the increasingly diverse needs of global consumers. One of the biggest trends in the meat processing industry is the change in consumer preferences and consumption habits, especially among younger generations. With increasing awareness of health, animal welfare, and environmental issues, many U.S. consumers are shifting from traditional meat consumption to meat alternatives. These products include not only plant-based but also lab-grown meat, a growing technology led by companies like Impossible Foods and Beyond Meat. Meat alternatives are becoming an important part of many people's diets, especially amid concerns about the negative impact of livestock farming on the environment. Therefore, the meat processing industry faces a major challenge in developing products that meet the increasingly diverse needs of consumers, including non-animal products. To meet consumer demands and environmental protection requirements, many meat processing companies are investing heavily into research and development of sustainable meat production technology. One of the most promising technologies is lab-grown meat, also known as cellular meat. Cultured meat is produced from animal cells without the need for slaughter, minimizing the impact on animals and reducing CO2 emissions. This technology not only reduces production costs but also creates meat products with less impact on the environment and health. A typical company in this field is Memphis Meats, with lab-grown meat products including beef, chicken and duck. These products are being heavily invested in by major investors such as Bill Gates, Richard Branson and Tyson Foods. Although this technology is still in the experimental stage, cultured meat is expected to become an important part of the food industry in the future. In addition to meeting the demand for safe and quality food, the meat industry is also facing increasing demands for animal welfare. In recent years, animal welfare organizations such as the Humane Society of the United States, HSUS, have spoken out against traditional livestock farming and slaughtering methods, calling on meat processing companies to adopt more humane practices in raising and slaughtering animals. To meet these demands, many meat processing companies have adopted more animal-friendly farming methods, including providing more space in barns, reducing animal stress, and using less painful slaughtering methods. However, meeting animal welfare standards also comes at the expense of high costs and production efficiency, which must be carefully considered. Livestock farming, especially beef, contributes to methane emissions, one of the greenhouse gases that has a strong impact on climate change. In this context, the meat industry is facing great pressure from environmental organizations and governments to reduce its negative impact on the climate. Many farms have begun to adopt new technologies to reduce emissions, such as using improved feed to reduce methane emissions, or using biogas technology to convert livestock waste into energy. Some research is also focusing on developing livestock breeds that emit less methane. Although there has been progress in reducing the environmental impact of the industry, there are still many challenges that need to be addressed if the industry is to continue to grow sustainably. To ensure sustainable development in the meat industry, companies and farms need to adopt synchronous strategies that focus not only on production efficiency but also on environmental issues, animal welfare and public health. One of the key strategies is to develop plant-based or lab-grown meat alternatives. Major meat processing companies such as Tyson Foods and JBS have begun investing in meat alternative companies to meet the needs of consumers who are vegetarian or want to reduce their consumption of animal meat. Expanding meat alternative products not only helps meet market demand but also reduces negative impacts on the environment. Livestock farms are now using technology such as animal health monitoring systems, nutrition and productivity tracking through big data and artificial intelligence (AI). This technology helps farms manage more efficiently, reduce waste of feed, water and energy, and improve animal health, thereby improving meat quality. Applying advanced technology to meat processing is a key factor in reducing production costs and environmental impacts. Meat processing companies can use more energy-efficient processing methods, optimize water use, and reduce waste during production. Companies can also invest in environmentally friendly packaging systems such as recyclable or biodegradable packaging. A growing number of farms and meat processing plants in the United States have begun using renewable energy such as solar or wind power to reduce CO2 emissions and reduce energy costs. Investing in green energy solutions not only helps the environment, but also helps businesses minimize the impact of fluctuating energy prices. The meat industry in the United States plays a vital role in the global economy, not only providing quality food but also creating millions of jobs and contributing greatly to the national economy. However, the industry also faces significant challenges, especially environmental issues.